can I please just introduce you to this beautiful Meteor Blue Bentley Flying Spur first edition with a full Mulliner spec on it and thousands of pounds worth of other extras. This 6-litre W12, 635 brake horsepower, 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds, supreme looking car. This Flying Spur today with 10,000 miles on a 2020 70 registration is 18499R. And what a car this is. This car is spectacular. It's brilliant. It's my personal favourite, so genuine, and I mean it. I say this all the time about a lot of other cars that I like, I fancy, I desire. Something like this. I've said it from day one, I absolutely think this is the best car on the road. If you're into just big saloon cars, powerful, handcrafted, everything about this car is just fine, perfect. Now this one is beautiful. It's a facelift model. Beautiful colour combination inside and out, and I'm going to show you some of the spec. Now this video is going to take a very long time, so I'm going to speak really fast and getting as much as possible to show you all the benefits and nice little features on this car, and I'll do a separate video. So the first thing that you've seen was a Flying B, illuminated in that beautiful polished silver. You've then got the Matrix grille with the vertical veins down there. Obviously you have the full 360 camera view system, what you call a top view system, and then you've got that. This Bentley, like a lot of the new design Bentleys, have that knurling effect that's in the headlights, on the interior, the rear lights. So you see that knurling effect, I mean, it just looks tremendous. It's that crystal effect. You've got the full LED headlamps with the variation headlamps as well, so that they're variable all the time, always changing and mixing it all up depending on your driving pattern. You've got lots of chrome around the front bumper. It looks absolutely amazing. Everything's an extra on this. The Mulliner spec is massive. The first edition, again, is just more and more being added onto it. But then like the wheels, so they're the biggest wheels you can get. This car's got the 22-inch 10-spoke polished alloy wheels with that turned effect. So again, when it's stood still, it looks great, but when it's turning, it looks brilliant. Remember, the Bentleys are super luxurious, but it's also sporty, it's powerful. Now this car's got loads of added options that makes it a supreme vehicle, like the Bentley dynamic ride control. So when the car is going around corners, it doesn't tilt, the car stays flat, and that is amazing. I will try and attach another video where it shows you exactly what it does at all times. It's got 4-wheel steering, so when the front wheels are turning, that back wheels turn the opposite way to give you a better turning as well. It's super cool. It's so far-fetched, but yet you're in a very expensive, luxurious super saloon, and you don't feel a thing at all. Everything's colour-coded, obviously. You've then got that beautiful Bentley B here as well, air vent they call it. All the chrome around the window surrounds, a lovely strip just down the bottom that continues to the back bumper and around. Comfort access, that's as you walk up to the car, it'll unlock, and as you walk away, you press it, it locks for you. Everything is double glazed. This car's all about soundproof, about good quality, and I do mean everything is just top quality. Another big thing that I forgot to mention, which is one of the reasons why I love this car, is the lines. These are very harsh lines. But you know what? It makes the car, and it goes there, and it just overlaps the rear arch where the line starts again. And remember, the Bentley Flying Spur is made out of full aluminium, so everything's aluminium on it. And if you look at this back panel here, starting just here, this one piece of panel is full aluminium, remember, in one sheet. And I believe that's the longest piece of panel done in one piece on any car, production car, and that's what makes it a very special car, because everything's like really, really special. But then you've got this interior. The miles and miles of leather, the hide that is used in this car. Look at the colour combination. The contrasting colours on the leather interior is mind-blowing, and I mean it. It is tremendous. But then, where you're looking now, the Mulliner spec gives you this beautiful diamond-quilted leather. But this is a first, because I've not seen any, actually, because this is the first Flying Spur that I've had. Look at this one, because it's closer to you. You've got the 3-dimensional leather door cards, and this is leather, and that's brilliant, and that's on the front door cards, the rear door cards, and the quarter panels as well. You've then got this lovely walnut burr, walnut trims, that beautiful pinstripe that goes and continues all the way around the dash and the back. Ambient lighting pack, everything. Electric seats, heated seats, ventilated seats, memory seats, and massaging seats. But that's for the front driver, passenger, and the rear passengers, because this is a car that you can drive or be driven in, because it does both. And whilst for the driver, everything is just right there and it's perfect to drive, if you are a passenger, I'd say pick this seat. Because if you do, you can really move this passenger seat all the way to the front, and it gives you, it's like being sat in a first-class jet, literally. But jump in there for 1 sec. Let me show you a couple of things before I take you in the back of the car, because the back's got a lot more to offer. But first, this finishing here. Because the car's done 10,000 miles, it's immaculate. Going back to that knurling effect, you've got that lovely diamond knurling effect around all the air dials here, around the centre dash, and that's what's different between the GTC and something like this, the Flying Spur. The Bentley clock, all the buttons, knurling around there, everything is super, it's brilliant. It's the panache and the wow factor and the build quality behind all of it. If you look just here, it's got that floating dash effect, which is brilliant. Again, surrounded by ambient lighting. This has then got the Bentley rotating dash. So if you look at this, when you turn it off, it falls away. Now, when I looked at some of the cars that were available like this, just didn't have anywhere near as much as a specification that this car does. And I'm always talking about specification because at Acklam Car Centre, when we're buying cars and we're selling cars, we always try to look for the best. So a customer that is going to get a car from us isn't going to be left to, well, I should have got that and I should have got this. This gives you everything, literally. The sound of the engine is tremendous. Other bits I will go through, but the rotating display I wanted to show you. The dials are so easy to use, whether that be heated seats or the ventilated seats or the massaging seats. The quality and the piping behind it all is perfect because it's all contrasting really well. You've got the double thick hide. There's hide everywhere on the seatbelt buckle. Come back in here, have a look at this. What I meant by the quarter panels, look at this. You know where sometimes you can just rest your arm on the back of your passenger. That's got the leather 3D diamond on there. It's brilliant. You've got the hide on the roof lining. This one's got the tilt and sliding panoramic roof. By pressing a button, you can close it and open it. You've also got the roll cover. You've got the electric garage opening option with a remote, so you can open your electric garage to get the car in. I'll go more on there in 2 seconds. For me, it's the size of the car. I drove this car earlier for myself because I wanted to feel it. It's the first time I've sat in this, or a Flying Spur, the new model one like this. And it's exactly what I expected it to be. If anything, I thought, it's bloody brilliant, because it is. It was amazing. It's one of them cars where you can get in it, and without, it's a luxurious type of smile, does that make sense? That interior with a £5,000 rear entertainment option is absolutely stunning. I'm going to get in the other side just to show you some of the features on this rear entertainment. Because remember, rear entertainment's great, not just for kids, but for yourself and for passengers, for friends, for family. It's all touchscreen, just like most iPads you would use, and it's very easy to use. It's very friendly, but there's also a button on there, so if you're sat down, you don't need to reach over. Actually, I'll put that one back. I'll do it on mine. You don't need to reach over. I can do it all here. So that could be, if it's navigation, I can see where I'm going. Literally, wherever you want to go, what you want to do, it's all just there. There's different apps on there. So it's like using, you've got your emails on there, Chrome. There's one on there which I personally like, not for me because I'm not vain. There's something called the Mirror app. So if I've just turned up to a restaurant, hi, and I'm ready to go in, I want to give it one of them, aren't I? Just ready to get into a restaurant. Genuine, I know you're laughing and you think, yeah, whatever, but it works because when you're in a car like this and you turn to a nice flash restaurant or you go to a business meeting, you want to make sure you're ready for that important meeting, aren't you? I think this is brilliant, like I say, and that's just a Mirror app. There's loads of apps on there. There's different things on there that you can use that'll keep you occupied but keeps you on the go, keeps you connected with the outside world, even in a very posh car like this. That is absolutely brilliant. The only thing is, obviously, if you parked up somewhere where you shouldn't be, you might want to take them off and put them away. But that's the first thing. That's a rear entertainment. Fabulous. If you just look down, the best, and I mean the best, my opinion, the best upgraded sound system, the Naim sound system on this one is 220 kilowatts, 22 speakers this Flying Spur has got. The best sound quality It is unbelievable. If you like your music, you'll love that. Again, wrapped around leather. You've got all the electric seat adjustments, the memory seat adjustments, all that is there. Loads of pockets, that diamond knurling surrounding around the air vents just there. You've got your vanity mirrors. If you need your vanity mirrors, if you want to just go the conventional way to see what you're doing, look okay. Glass, electric blind. The amount of leather in this car is just new level. Now over here you've got the center digital control for the rear passengers again. So that could be heated seats, it could be ventilated seats. Other features on there you can control, like the front passenger seat, I can control my massaging function. But watch this, if you press that little button, I don't want to keep stretching over to configure my seat. I press that, watch how neat this is. It pops it out. Hello. It's got weight, this is so heavy. But when something's heavy, you know it's good quality. And I mean that about every single part of this car. From the seats to all the trimmings, every knobbly little bit. It's spectacular, it's unbelievable. I could spend 2 hours talking about this car, minimum 2 hours. And if you're the guy who's going to come buy this car, make sure you buy it from me and take a full day off. Because I'll go through every single part of this car and I will really make you fully aware of what you're buying, because it's the wow factor that this car gives you is nothing like anything else. I like Rolls Royces, I like all sorts of top-end cars, because in life you want nice things. The thing about this car is, whilst it's top-end, whilst it's luxurious, whilst it's fantastic, it's sporty, it has sound, it has power, you can fling it around corner, like that dynamic ride control that I was talking about, the all-wheel steering, the engine, what it produces. Oh, by the way, going back to this, it's just amazing. So this does everything. You can control the car's options, you can control the blinds, so there's blinds built into the side and the back. You can literally, if I do that and look that way, the blinds go. I can do them blinds. That's just one part. I can open them all together and close them all together. You can play for hours. That's just one side again. And then you've got ambient lighting on there. The seats I've mentioned, like the lighting, see the mood lighting here? So you can change the different accents. If I go on the accent here, I can change it to blue. And you can literally go through the colours and configure what you want. If it's the ambient you want to change, depends on what ambience you want. Look at the bottom now, where the foot pedals are and where the door pockets are, that's changed to blue. Change it to purple, red. So you can have split colours. And again, like I said, I am just talking too much about the gadgets, because this car is more than gadgets. Sound system, nearly £5,000. Re-entertainment, nearly £5,000. £1,550 buys you this. You have to come all the way in for this one, Carolina. It won't jump out on you. It's called the bottle cooler. Really cold, cold, you decide. Ice cold, really. Your bottles go in there. A nice bottle of champagne, in my case, can of Coke, whatever it might be. It's perfect, it's brilliant, it is fascinating. But in a car like this, you deserve this. You need it, you want it. You've got these cushions to give that lovely, I mean, you wouldn't want to get out of this car. You just wouldn't. Cup holders here. You've got more cubbyhole space. Actual, people say cigarette lighter, but in a car like this, it's a cigar lighter. Smoking a cigar. You've got USBs everywhere, because again, in a car like this, you need it. The leather, the hide, the over carpets, everything is OTT, because you deserve it, because this car deserves it. Again, the diamond leather on the quarter panels there, perfect. So what have I not mentioned so far? Dynamic ride, the four-wheel steering, soft closed doors, the aluminium body, the design features, the lines, the wheels. Spec like heads-up display, you've got all that, but it's 10,000 miles. It's a Bentley Flying Spur. Flying Spur has been going on for years and years and years, 100 years, and they're absolutely perfect. You've got the B lighting, again, going back to that same knurling effect. See the knurling effect in the lighting, and that's B for Bentley. The other side's backwards, but it's still a B. You've then got the Bentley iconic exhaust tailpipes, one on each side, and they are real tailpipes, because a lot of guys are going with just the fascias that look like it, but they're not, they are real stuff. Press the Bentley B button. This is a super saloon, so the boot's massive. Obviously, a little section's been taken away because of your bottle cooler. Immaculate condition with a boot liner in there. Underneath, you have all the sort of foam kit, lock and wheel nut, etc. You have got a valet key with this car as well, so that means if you do go to your hotels and your restaurants, you can do it so the valet key can only move the car and can't get into the glove box or the boot. Condition, absolutely immaculate. Under Bentley warranty, this car has everything, and I know for a fact I haven't touched on half of it. The Mulliner spec, remember, you're getting the seats, you get this beautiful dual stainless steel fuel cap on there. That's part of the Mulliner spec as well. The first edition alone cost thousands. I'm talking like £30,000. You can't get these cars, not a good one with a spec on, with a colour combination, with the correct wheels. You've got the first edition entry kick plates as you walk in. The massaging seat with the heated and ventilated seats are very easy to use. But look, you know how thick this carpet is. It's one of them cars. If you weren't recording right now, I'd just take my shoes off, my socks off, everything. Because it's one of them cars, you almost don't want to get it dirty, but you could drive with just bare feet, and it feels that good. You've then got the upgraded sport pedals with the rubber studs on them. Heated steering wheel. I love the two-tone again. The two-tone theme, the top dash, bottom dash, all leather, hand-stitched by the way. All this is hand-stitched. None of it's just been put together in a factory and not thought about. Everything is perfect. The knurling here, knurling round there. I even like the nice little touch of the gold touches around there. Full digital dash, I like the digital dash, I've got nothing against it. It's a full virtual cockpit. Navigation, you have the Bentley logo in there in the corner, shows you exactly where you're at, how fast you're going, and then you have heads-up display. I talk about heads-up display all the time. It's the speed, it's navigation, Bluetooth details, everything. But then you've got night vision. This car literally has everything. You've got night vision, stereo controls, Bluetooth controls, paddle shift, the 360 camera is all there with the top view section. Panoramic view, it's just everything. Acklam Car Centre, slide, rear, front. Press the P button, you've parked up again. The blinds are there, the two keys, the tracker fobs. You've got another cigar lighter, and you've also got a wireless phone charging pad down there. These are just for the heating dials. The rotating display, I've told you already about that. Centre armrest comes up here as well, and there's more cubbyhole space in there. First edition. I love the quilted leather. I love everything about this car. That is the truth. If you're in the market and you're looking at one of these, because when I looked, there was a few that were slightly cheaper, 5, 8 grand cheaper maybe. But when you're buying a car like this for £185,000 or for £175,000, £8,000 almost means nothing. It's not real money. Because if you're going to buy one, there's no point getting second best. There's no point getting one without the upgraded sound system. There's no point getting one without the rear entertainment. Irrelevant if you're going to use it or not. Resale value. But you are going to have friends and family and passengers in the car. And trust me, if you're buying a car like that, them things do matter to you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be looking at this video or even considering a car like this. I absolutely love this car, and I mean it, genuinely. And if anybody else is considering a Flying Spur, this 10,000 miles in the Meteor Blue with a mega specification, and one more time, I know for a fact I haven't mentioned all the extras because the car's got so much, but look at it. Everything about it, the colour, the lines, the spec. You have to agree, it's amazing. And I mean amazing with a capital A. It is tremendous. My name's Joe. My name and number's on the bottom of the screen. If there's anything more you want to know about this car, I have got the full spec list. Genuinely, I'm going to try and do like an hour video if I have to, but it's fabulous. If you genuinely think of buying something like this, get in touch. I'll happily send you the spec list. And 184,990, a car that you can't really buy brand new because it's impossible. Don't miss out, because I haven't had one before and I don't know when is the next time I'll get one. An absolutely fabulous opportunity to own a fabulous car. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.